And here I am picking up the hatchet, getting ready for the end of the torture scene. As you can see, there's my little set of tools, and I use them one by one. Now, right here, I actually used a set of wood for me to hit instead of his leg. It didn't produce a good sound, though, so we had to, I decided to do a little bit of a slow-mo thing going on. I like how I start the shot. It was actually supposed to be used when I was cutting his wrist, but I used it for this part because he's all twitchy. And now this is the end of it because there's no way he could possibly survive this. I mean, his hand's been cut off, his leg's cut off. He should be he should have bleeded to death. So that's the end of the torture scene, and I'm supposed to be dead now. And that's why the poetry scene happens. Basically, it's just my character. He's supposed to be dead. He's reading the poetry that he had written beforehand. You saw him put the little final touch to it. And these little flashbacks, they were put together to separate it in segments. And basically, it was done in Photoshop, the arm and leg cut off part. Kind of lame, I know, but bear with me. I was having to do all the work. And right here I say lifeless. It's muted because the idea is that I have no life left. So I thought that was a cool idea. And wait, what's this? I'm alive, and I'm vomiting. Main reason I'm vomiting is because I've just changed my past, and my mind is basically reconfiguring itself with the new memories. And I'm vomiting over it, because it's trying to recalibrate. And I licked it. I accidentally gave my character a licking fetish. That evolves in part 2 into something much more creepy. Here, I vomit again, and Manny wasn't supposed to get bloody at all, but at one of the takes, I accidentally shot vomit all the way on his leg, and he kind of got a little upset about that. But that's Manny for you. And now Manny gives me a few false ideas as to what's going on and why I'm still there. And basically, it's just to throw the viewer off as well, make them think that it's one of those. But, oh, look, my past self is up. He's perfectly fine, not cut up at all. Now, in this one, we forgot to explain that. It's explained in Chapter 2, though. Right here, the fight scene is pretty lame. Mainly because we didn't choreograph it at all. We just kind of did it on the spot. But here's my writer's convenience version of why the fight is lame. See, every time I hit my past self, I'm changing my past, which makes me nauseous, and that's why I'm not really able to fight too much. And he easily takes me down. See, that works. Right here, when he takes the pipe and starts bashing my head in, we actually use a bunch of rotten oranges tied up inside a shirt to make the splash sound. This was actually a lot longer, but due to the fact that he started kind of whacking the oranges pretty lamely, we cut that out. This was actually the first day of shooting that we shot the brain scene. And the brain scene was actually supposed to be a lot longer. He was supposed to rub it all over his face, but I decided to cut half of it short. Right there, he's throwing the brain. Again, first day, and it was darker on the first day than it was on the next day, but it's dark right now, as director's convenience, I mean, because he just killed me. And because this next shot was shot another day, the director's convenience explanation is because my character is coming back to life, so it's bright instead of dark. And then, of course, it goes back to dark again because it changed day of shooting, but it's dark again because I'm killing my past self again. Director's convenience. Gotta love it. I chose music because I wanted it to be aggressive. And Slayer's always good for that for some reason. Right here, the effect I used is the sepia tone effect on Windows Movie Maker. It's supposed to represent that he's taking me to the present, where I'm supposed to be. So right here, I'm back in the present, where I'm supposed to be. Now this little conversation, I meant to explain more things in it, but due to the fact that I lost the script, I had to try to remember everything on the set. And of course I forgot a few things. So my bad. And of course the pickup was not so well on the voices because the wind kept getting involved. I also repeat the word wait too often, again because we lost the script.
But you taking me back in time. I've changed who I am.
See, we explained Manuel being my father and that we're from another plane of existence and that I'm only half human, but we failed to explain why my past self was regenerated and why I regenerated, why we came back to life, even though we were technically supposed to be dead. But that is explained in Chapter 2, so you'll just have to wait and see. Chapter 2 will be coming out pretty soon. And, I appreciate you listening to this commentary, those of you that have. It's very cool, thanks. I went through about 3 hours of work putting this together. Having to edit the commentary together with the footage and lowering a volume and hiring a volume. And right here, I really like this confused look I have as I fall to my knees. And right here, this look I give him is kind of mischievous, like I may not follow his instructions entirely. I'm just using him to kind of gain more power, in a way. And here's my little credits. I was excited about being able to put little snapshots together in the credits. I liked that. And well, now you've listened to the chosen commentary, and I pretty much have nothing else to say. So drop by for Chapter 2 coming out soon.